All right, I thank everybody for their kind wishes and prayers. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most evil ass motherfucking shit. It's pretty much MK Ultra. From what I'm understanding, somebody on the PCH, I actually knew the guy. He was a white dude with big, oogly-like eyes, looked like a bug, but he's very muscular. You can't miss him. And from what I understand, he used to be in prison. He served prison time for being a pedophile. But I'm also going to go ahead and preface this by saying this. I knew the guy, and there was something off about him and his friend. I didn't like I didn't like his friend more so than anything. But I'm going to say this, that guy is under heavy MK Ultra. And I knew that when I first met him. That's why I kind of kept my distance. And he's a heavy Met user. He lives in my fucking voice is changing. A white town and country. Or he used to, I don't know if he still does, on the PCH. And I may just have his picture. And he has a friend that looks a lot like this actor here. He was in the film Hostel. His name is, the name of the actor is Rick Hoffman. And that's exactly how his friend looks. With that being said, because this is some weird ass shit, this guy, I'm going to go ahead and describe what's going on in a couple of minutes. This guy, from what I understand, I'm not going to say too much, but I found out in the spirit world, I found out through spirit guides and so forth and so on, that this guy who's under, and I saw it as well, it's fucking scary to say the least, who's under heavy MK Ultra control. I actually talked about it in the past. I'm trying to remember. One thing I do know about him is he works as he got out of prison and he works as a firefighter, a voluntary firefighter. And from what I understand, he lives up there in Malibu, I think, or he lives in this white town and country. Well, at times during wildfire season, they have bunk beds. I remember him telling me all about that. But anyways, with that being said, from what I'm understanding, I'm just trying to remember, he knows of a guy, I kept hearing Billy Van Hatten. I also heard of Mickey Addison and Nicholas Bearden, and the first name I heard about this cat was Michael O'Terrence. And he's a Native American who grew up in Magic Mountain. He was an extra on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So that's a really big one. And he dated an actress. I'm not sure if it's Susan Sarandon. With that being said, from what I'm understanding, he and the other guy put this shit on me. Now, another thing I'm trying to grasp is the guy I'm referring to. I wish I remembered his name. I heard of a Ralph, but I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to narrow it down. With that being said, from what I'm understanding, I can feel these spirits right now trying to intimidate me into not talking about him. From what I'm understanding about him, he went to a guy at 144514 or something, Washington Place. I keep hearing of a Washington Place that these people went to where they mixed up the Thanks, man. See how much. Where they mixed up. Where they took the entity attachments, the roach attachments that he had from MK Ultra, and put it in my consciousness, which is why I'm so fucked up. See if I, sorry, man. I'm trying to, yeah, I got some more. That's why I'm fucked up to this day. That's why that curse done fucked me up. Okay, man, thank you. Which is why that curse done fucked me up. But it's not a normal curse. And I knew from the get-go that this was some type of MK Ultra shit. I'm also gonna say it right now, that shit ain't no motherfucking joke. With that being said, I'm trying to figure out more information on this guy because his entity attachment, from what I understand, this Native American guy that he went to, you know, like I said, I keep hearing of a Washington place, all of that. I also got a Jose Manuel III, as well as something Aquino, Jose Aquino III. From what I'm understanding, because I'm just trying to do something about this curse, he has the tranquil spirits of various people living in him. You know, and there was also a biker that was involved who also was a Freemason. I'm going to show you the next picture. His name is Charles Effensheni or some shit like that. But go ahead and spell it for you. It's an Arabic name, but it sounds Moroccan. Who also put something evil on me, something really, really foul. So with that being, you know, from what I understand in the spirit world, they blocking it and all of that to remove a force field, use 115 hertz frequency. I know that that's very effective. That's pretty effective. You know, and I'm quite certain that there's other frequencies you could use to remove force fields and people's protection instantly. You know, I know that 114 hertz, 114, 730 hertz, along with 114, 700 hertz can stop frequency, which can allow you to do what you need to do. 114, 715 hertz, along with 107, 700 hertz can enable frequency. You know, because all that shit magic is nothing but frequency. That's all that shit is. Out of that or else, I actually came up with a frequency that can allow you to go in between dimensions. It's, we think of it's 178 hertz. That's the frequency that entities use to go in and out the third dimension, from either the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. When you see people doing magic tricks, oftentimes it's because they're working in tandem with an entity, a spirit. So, you know, that's how you go in between worlds, you know, dimensions. You know, I figured that out last night. You know, another one to go in between the material as well as the physical is 100. Is 100 and what the fuck was it? To go in between the physical as well as the spiritual is 117, 117, 119 hertz. or no, it's 116, 119 hertz, which is ironic because number 6 correlates to the material realm. Meanwhile, to close yourself from the spirit world, 117, 119 hertz. They work with spirits to make all that magic shit happen. That's what these people do with roach attachments. They use these roach spirits that I've been talking about. You can tell the difference right here between what is what. We're talking about, showing you audio that I got in the past. And, showing you, from these people. It's a game to fucking people, and I'll show you the folks that's involved. Anyways, like I said before, man, it's getting really, really scary when you have your whole consciousness moved around, when you can't access your higher selves, your spirit guides, and you getting harassed for what's your shit every single motherfucking night, what's on your fucking body and all of that, and what belongs to you. So with that being said, trying to think of some more shit. I know his friend drove a red car. I know that, the guy who does meth. And from what I keep hearing, he's a major dealer out there in Malibu on the PCH. Again, he lives in the white town and country. He may live in a blue car. I don't know. But I know he lived in the white town and country for a minute. And, excuse me, he'll, I was told that he's that Native American Malibu shaman's, I ought to call him a shaman because he's a fucking sham, is his dealer. So if anybody has any ideas as to what's going on and what's happening, man, please let me know. To go and get people's credit card information and all of that, to spy on them in the astral realm and steal their shit. One of them, surprisingly, I kept hearing about them scamming people using credit card information that they glean from all these roach attachments. Anyways, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what it is that, I already have a foothold. That's what I'm dealing with, but it's dealing with these evil ass people. The core of why I'm doing this video is because last night, these things like to switch around your consciousness and transfer them to other people, or their customers, as they call them. But it's been these people's higher selves, they themselves, and all of that lately, that's been doing all this shit. The Native American keeps blowing something at me, in the astral plane. With that being said, I had my consciousness, just like I explained in the other video, transferred out of my head, and you could feel a major fucking difference. It's torture. I believe it's the same type of sadistic shit that the CIA puts on people who are considered enemies of the state. Really, really sadistic ass shit. And I literally felt my consciousness change around, my memories. They partition your memories around, remove that, put it in somebody else's head, or take it out altogether completely, and that damn near happened. But I have the ability, due to my spiritual prowess, abilities that I still have, to be able to pull that shit back, plus my knowledge of frequency. And they've been trying to use frequency, Nini Alcala. I found out in the spirit world that her name is, they kept saying she got a black name, and I thought it was Nini. It's Ayara Heibert, and she's from Germany. I even saw her grandmother. And the other guy, her name now is Alcala. But her husband's name is also Alcala as well. I found that out in the spirit world as well a while back. I believe it's Ethan or Ian or Ethan Applewhite. I kept hearing that a trick or something from the past put this shit on me. But anyways, the minute they did that, I felt disconnected from my spirit guides and my higher selves, which is, as a part of this curse, they want. So that way you can't contact them for help if you need help. So they've been really sadistically sacrificing a lot of my consciousness and my memories and aspects of myself, man. It's getting really, really fucking scary. It's hard to hold on to. In an attempt to keep my spiritual powers or some shit like that. But anyways, the higher self of this guy is Peter Gomez. That's the higher self of one of them. The higher self of the blonde lady you saw, it's a big fat German lady. I'm even going to do a video later on, an article on my website, basically talking, toplessandlay.org, basically talking about, showing you audio that I got in the past. And, showing you, from these people. It's a gang of fucking people, and I'll show you the folks that's involved. Anyways, like I said before, man, it's getting really, really scary when you have your whole consciousness moved around, when you can't access your higher selves, your spirit guides, and you getting harassed for what's your shit every single motherfucking night, what's on your fucking body and all of that, and what belongs to you. So with that being said, trying to think of some more shit. I know his friend drove a red car. I know that, the guy who does meth, and from what I keep hearing, he's a major dealer out there in Malibu on the PCH. Again, he lives in the white town and country. He may live in a blue car, I don't know, but I know he lived in the white town and country for a minute. And, excuse me, he'll, I was told that he's that Native American Malibu shaman's, I ought to call him a shaman because he's a fucking sham, is his dealer. So if anybody has any ideas as to what's going on and what's happening, man, please let me know.